What is going on, people? That's right. You thought that our litany of streams that we had announced for 2026 was it? Oh no, we are always coming up with new content, new ways to give back to you guys, the people. And we are doing another watch series because Luke and I just had so much fun. Other Luke, I should preface, it was definitely not at all confusing that your name also happened to be Luke. Other Luke and I had so much fun doing the Mission Impossible rewatch series last year that this year I decided to continue that trend, but with something a little bit different. So, joined by the most recent addition of the Talkin TV family, Luke of the Franchise Addicts. Luke, what is going to be the next watch series for the Talkin TV podcast?
We are going through the films of one Paul Thomas Anderson.
That is correct. He finally hit 10 movies this past year with One Battle After Another, which right now is one of the two front runners to potentially win Best Picture. We are going to go through and we are going to watch all 10 of his movies. Several of these movies I have actually, who am I kidding? The vast majority of these movies I have only seen once. I think the only one that I've seen multiple times is The Master. I think that's the only one that I've seen twice. So all of these movies I've seen only once. So this will be like a nice little trip down memory lane / a rewatch that should have happened a while ago. But hey, never a better excuse is to watch it than when you're recording it for a YouTube channel. Luke, I take it. I mean, you literally said it. You watched this movie like right before we started this because you completely misunderstood that this was going to be a watch along.
Yeah, so I get to watch this now twice today, which is going to be great. I love Boogie Nights. I've seen this movie 6, 7, 8 times. I love the movies of Paul Thomas Anderson, so I'm happy to be on here. I've seen the ones that I like many times, as many as Boogie Nights, basically. The ones that I don't will be fun to revisit. So Inherent Vice, I don't even know if I've seen Inherent Vice all the way through. That one doesn't particularly appeal to me. I haven't seen Punch Drunk Love in a minute, but I do really enjoy that film. But Boogie Nights, man, we're starting off with a good one.
Yeah, I mean, we had to start off with this one. It makes the most sense. It was his most iconic movie for a long time, up until I feel like There Will Be Blood came out and kind of shifted the trajectory in his perception as a filmmaker. But yeah, this is obviously a very important one. It's a very special one. Hard to believe I've only seen it once, but this is also a very special movie in general because I always have to give a shout out to movies that came out the year I was born, 1997. This is a 1997 movie. So, I mean, yeah, let's not waste any more time. Let us begin the Paul Thomas Anderson rewatch series with Boogie Nights. Speaking of mood, right
away. This is one of the most important shots in all of cinema.
Camera moving around, introducing all the characters in one location like a club. He's 26 when he directed this. That's younger than I am now.
Wahlberg not being nominated,
yeah,
in hindsight is tough.
It's very silly.
Little Bill.
Oh, Little Bill. Poor Little Bill. It's so funny, too, because I always wonder, like, okay, which of these takes was Burt Reynolds turning to PTA and giving him shit for afterwards?
I got a feeling beneath those jeans is something wonderful just waiting to get out.
Oh, this is high five.
I wish Wahlberg would be more self-aware again and realize that it's roles like this and movies like The Departed where he's an asshole.
Yes.
Those are his two sweet spots.
Yeah. Roller Girl's face throughout that whole thing, dude. Like, she's like, I've heard this spiel so many times. Full on the lips.
That's Mommy Dearest. Yeah, this time around I was like, oh, maybe I'll see if my wife wants to watch this with me.
Nope.
I'm like, no.
Nope. Door closes, another door opens.
And here we go.
Mama told me not to come.
People tell me I look like Han Solo.
Do you have any Coke at this party? Why don't you get a new look? Oh, man, that's tough. Man, the amber scenes just get tougher and tougher.
Fucking wife has an ass in her cock in the driveway, Kurt.
And the fact that that wasn't a line, that was an ad lib that he just screwed and they kept it in the movie, I love it.
It happened again. A day in a row. I'd like to see it.
So he's Jeffrey Epstein. Got it.
Well, thank you, Eddie.
Dirk Diggler. A straight dude completely missing the gay dude who's madly in love with him. I wonder if that's where Rob McElhaney got his idea for Mac always doing karate from for It's Always Sunny.
Could be. It's got a stink down there. I'm just gonna...
Tour of duty.
I mean, this is Jack Horner's putting backstory into this. Like I don't know who the guy on the right is, but he's incredible.
I don't want to miss a thing.
Good times. Everything's rolling.
Oh yeah. Imported Italian nylon.
What's interesting is watch for this the rest of the movie. Reed is actually talented.
I'll do whatever it takes, Jack.
It's the best work I've ever done.
Is that supposed to be him? He's like, yeah, it's my dojo. It's like a white version of Black Dynamite.
This is the best work we've ever done.
From the 80s.
Oh shit.
Yes.
Philip Baker Hall.
Fuck's new look. Yeah.
Todd Parker.
Like simple pleasures, like butter in my ass, lollipops in my mouth. That's just me.
Simple man. I like simple things.
Butter in my ass, lollipops in my mouth.
Scotty.
Devastating. Absolutely devastating. Man, kicking off 1980 with a bang.
Actually looks like Johnny Chan from the old World of Poker.
I got my other interests. I'm a magician. You're like a director now.
Cut out of the family. Becky gets out.
Yep, Becky's out.
See, Scotty J is still hanging in there. Somehow found someone dumber than Dirk.
Oh,
talk to mommy.
New guy's talking to Amber. Not good. I know fucking karate.
Oh. Brady or Belichick.
Yep. Oh, it's painful to watch.
Julianne Moore goes to another
Yeah.
fake coke acting.
Robert Downey Sr.
I don't know all this technical jargon.
And only now they're paying off the whole thing. Oh, that was Maggie, even though you probably already figured it out at that first party.
And that begins our lowest moments.
I'm not gay. I want to watch you jerk off. What a tragically fortuitous sequence of events.
It's time to really buy it on what Todd's thinking about.
Yeah, I was born ready.
I had a buddy in college who looked a lot like Todd. $5,000 for some baking soda.
$5,000 for some baking soda. Okay, that's a bong. I thought that was a crack pipe for a second. Todd, count the fucking money in the car. We gotta go now. My awesome mixtape, number 6. This was not supposed to be the thing, Todd.
Right there. We'll always remember Little Bill.
Yep. And that is Boogie Nights. Oh, man. Masterpiece. Oh, man. I haven't... Yeah, it was like 2016 or 2017 was like the first time I saw this movie and blew my mind then. Blew all over my mind, if you will, if we're going to continue with the stupid sex puns this time around. I mean, yeah, what else is there to say? It's an undisputed masterpiece. Okay, so everybody goes with There Will Be Blood as far as being the masterpiece. This is my number 1 for PTA. Always has been, always will be. Yeah, I think the biggest difference is that There Will Be Blood is the most, like, that's his epic, like, that's like the modern day, like 21st century American epic, when it's like about oil and capitalism and like, is man truly capable of good? But this is just scratching that itch at like all my favorite 90s movies, which are like, I feel like the era that I gravitate towards in terms of like what I think of as being like the best like kinds of movies, like this, Usual Suspects.
It kind of is. We are far enough in the future to now just say the 90s is just a spectacular decade of film.
Yeah.
So like it is what it is. People like 90s movies. It's like the 70s, the 70s has its charm. The 80s has its charm. The 90s now has its charm. We can't figure out the 2000s, how to categorize those. But the 90s has a particular charm. And this movie is it's one of those where when I was growing up, I kind of heard about it starting off in high school. It kind of was one that was like passed around, but I thought it was supposed to be just for the like racy nature of it. I didn't know it was also supposed to be a great movie, capital G, great movie. So I put off watching it for a while. And when I finally did watch it, I was like, holy crap. Like there's so much more to this. Like it is somebody like really proclaiming themselves, and this is like PTA's declaration to the world, like, I'm gonna do whatever I want, and I am talented enough to make it happen.
Yeah, and it shows, considering that his next movie was Magnolia. So you want to talk about a movie where somebody was really feeling themselves, and then they were like, okay, maybe take a couple steps back after that. And then he did, thankfully, for the better.
Yeah, that would be his blank check movie, Magnolia,
to say the least. And thankfully, he learned his lesson. And in a very, very, very rare instance of fuck, I forgot the word. But in a very rare instance of him pulling himself back, which almost never happens with creatives, he learned the right lessons. And I think that, because I think that if he continued to make movies in this mold, like Boogie Nights, like Magnolia, I think he would have petered off and been labeled as yet another Tarantino knockoff. But it's the fact that he pivots and focuses on his strength. He does punch drunk love, and that's what allows him to eventually do There Will Be Blood and become Thomas Anderson.
That comes full circle to me then saying that's why I think There Will Be Blood is his masterpiece, and this is second. Because of everything that leads up to it. If he is just the Boogie Nights director, is he as legendary as he already is?
Right.
Maybe. But like you said, who knows what his career is if that's just kind of the trajectory he goes on. There Will Be Blood is like, I make film, period. Like, and I can do whatever I want. If you want the epic, if you want my masterpiece, here it is. And then he's kind of just had fun after that. Like it really has been like that is kind of his Dirk Diggler whip his dick out as There Will Be Blood. Like you want it, there it is. There's the masterpiece. Now I'm gonna go do my weird stuff like Phantom Thread and adapt Inherent Vice. And then do the Master
is the first movie that he does after There Will Be Blood. Really shows
quite a heat check.
To say the least. And that's one of the best movies.
But the problem with the Master is it got lost that year for some reason in the shuffle of whatever was going on. Everybody missed.
The shuffle was 2012. Like, do I need to list off the movies that came out in the fall alone? This is a fall that, again, Lincoln, Silver Linings Playbook, Life of Pi, Les Mis was an event, for lack of a better word. Shit, there is more than Zero Dark 30 was that year. Like, Flight is fucking great.
Yes, incredible.
Yeah.
I think you would be surprised as to what my best picture would be for that year, because it's Life of Pi.
I understand.
I'm a huge Ang Lee
why
fan.
that is. I understand why people went for that. I enjoy Argo. My personal pick out of that selection is Django Unchained, but that's because I'm biased.
Sure, but that wouldn't be the best picture I want to give Tarantino.
Right. No, definitely.
That's the only reason
that
why.
Would feel like the ultimate slap in the face makeup Oscar if he'd won for that.
Do it in hindsight and say what I think should have won. I wouldn't give Tarantino that one. I'd give him Inglourious and just be done with it. Like that is as close to a movie. I mean, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Right. That's kind of where I get them. So it's a couple different things. One,
Inglourious is his statement. That's his There Will Be Blood. Literally at the end, this is my masterpiece.
Yes. So yes, but my only counter to that is he even admitted that everybody knew that Bigelow was going to win that year. And so that's why he wasn't as mad. And also the fact that Hollywood for me, so you're right, Bastards is like his overall statement. That's his There Will Be Blood. But Hollywood to me, that's like the summation of his entire career. So you were going to reward him for it.
I thought it. Yeah. I love that movie very dearly.
Also, if you ask me, the repercussion, everything that's happened with Tarantino post-COVID are the repercussions of him losing out to Hollywood. Like the whole going after Paul Dano, the Israel, all of that, I'm telling you, all of it is bitterness and jadedness at not winning for Hollywood.
It should have.
It should have. I'm with you. Listen, I like Parasite. Parasite is not Best Picture worthy. It's not.
I really, 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 really love Parasite, and
I enjoy it a lot. It's not.
So I never complain about that Oscars year just because like a movie that I really enjoyed won, and it was surprising, and it got Bong on the map to people. I wish Park Chan-wook could get more on the map for people so that like his movies got wider releases in America.
Yeah,
like that just needs to happen, man.
Yeah, but you know what?
This is unbelievable. What's happening? I was listening to you guys when you were talking through the Oscar stuff for the first 20 minutes. This is unbelievable. This guy is so disrespected.
I agree. And it's funny because Nathaniel kept making the joke that they hate Koreans. And part of me does believe that. But the other thing is I'm like, it's just it's genre. They don't like genre. And
that's what it is. That's what it is.
Yeah.
There's something about it that it just doesn't quite work with that audience.
Yeah.
But it works with everyone that loves films is like, this is one of the best working filmmakers right now. But for some reason,
that as hard as they try, they just all like everything that like regular people love about movies, they will just never respect. They just need, again, it's just they only care about the costume dramas, the period epics, the disabled person, the white savior shit. Those are the only movies they care about. That's it.
Yeah, it's tough. It's
tough.
Really, really tough. If you'll allow me one more Oscars hot take, I do think that Sinners getting the record for nominations means it's not going to win Best Picture.
Yeah, I'm worried. I mean, my whole thing is that everybody making such a stink about it meant that, okay, like, that means that Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, it's not going to be an Oppenheimer thing. At least we'll
I would
see,
say it's going to be One Battle, major awards, Sinners minor. Like, those will be the
Sinners will
big
win all the
takeaways.
technicals. Like Sinners will win score, cinematography, editing is 50-50.
We'll be at the end of it and it'll be like Sinners, really good show. You know, it sucks that it didn't get the big one, and then One Battle will be like it won the ones that we think
One Battle will get director and picture at
picture.
The end. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Unless sentimental value is just
sentimental value is going to be international. Like that's got international at the bag at this point, and then supporting is going to be Amy Madigan or Tiana Taylor, though. So, yeah, in my mind, One Battle is getting picture, director, could win supporting actress, could win editing. So it's like, actually, who might get it?
So this might be a fun little tease. If One Battle wins Best Picture and it's PTA's Best Picture winner, is it his third, fourth best movie?
I mean, I don't even think it's in his top 5 personally, but that's just me.
Like that's going to be a very interesting conversation that some directors, like by many fans, considered bottom 5 movie won Best Picture.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Leo's performance in The Revenant being his best actor.
Yeah, I
where
agree.
It like completely forgettable in his canon of films.
Yep.
But that's the one that wins. So there's this. If it wins this year, there's going to be a weird historical asterisk that gets brought up every time.
Yeah, I agree. So with that being said, I couldn't think of a better spot to cut it. We will be back next week with our next Paul Thomas Anderson rewatch. What will it be? Because like I said, we're not releasing these in order. So tune in order to find out what it is going to be. Yeah,
I don't even remember.
Exactly. I got to leave that like a little mystery, a little sprinkling there, if you will, for the audiences to come back. Luke, thank you for joining me with this. This is an absolute blast. Thank you for unintentionally committing to this project, but I admire you greatly for it. Where can people follow you on the interwebs?
Franchise Addicts everywhere. Subscribe over at us on our YouTube channel. Check out our back catalogs. We're going through Mad Max right now, but we finished up Indiana Jones. If you like Dom, he was over on an episode for Last Crusade for one of those. So check out the episode I did with him over there.
I had a lot of fun doing my Sean Connery impression. I don't know what that was, if that was even the Sean Connery impression. But you guys can follow me with everything going on at Movie Nerd Reviews across all platforms, at Official Talkin TV Podcast across all platforms. Be sure to check out all the rest of the stuff. Luke and I just came back this past weekend with our Lost Season 4 premiere, as well as talking about some of our most anticipated TV shows we've got coming out for the rest of the year. And be sure to stay tuned. We've still got a lot of stuff coming out for the month of February and beyond. We're doing our 2026 movie draft coming out this weekend, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that. Look, this guy will be on there as well, and we got our
one movie I need, baby. I got one movie.
You got one. Hey, like I said, now you're gonna understand the pain that I felt when Jack took no other choice from me, but it's gonna be an absolute blast. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. And as always, people, 12 seasons in a short film, and watch more fucking movies. We'll see you guys next time.
Peace.